Well, this is day one of my Mount Kilimanjaro climb, and while I was here, I found out that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed me as the Nigerian ambassador to the United Mexican States, otherwise known as Mexico. And Mr. President, I'm very grateful, and I thank you for this. I'm overwhelmed with joy, and I promise to be faithful, loyal, and honest to Nigeria and to the custodian of the Nigerian Constitution, you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, why am I climbing Mount Kilimanjaro? And that's it over there. It's the highest elevation in Africa. There's no place higher than Kilimanjaro in Africa. And I'm doing this because recently there's been a lot of negative propaganda about Nigeria, especially about insecurity. And I'm going to tell you the truth about Nigeria using facts, using data, using statistics. Last year, December, Nigeria had the single largest touristic event in Africa. 30 December, 1.2 million tourists visited Lagos, Nigeria. Not one was robbed, not one was killed, no domestic incidents. We also had a situation last year. We had Ojude Oba Festival. 200,000 tourists came to Nigeria. Not one was killed, not one was robbed, no domestic incident. In February this year, we had the Argungu Fishing Festival. 50,000 farmers and 50,000 fishermen, they gathered in a place called Argungu in Kebbi State to play for 500,000 spectators. Not one person was killed, not one person was robbed, no domestic incident. Nigeria is politically stable and economically prosperous. And that's why Nigeria is the only country in Africa where you have 5 former presidents and heads of state living in Nigeria with the incumbent, peacefully cooperating with him. So I encourage you to come to Nigeria for your holidays and to come to park your money in Nigeria. We've had 12 cycles of GDP growth, 12 cycles of trade surpluses, and last year our economy grew at over 4.4%. This year, our economy is projected by the IMF and the World Bank to grow at 4.44%. And then last year, even though we just have 2% of the world's population, Nigeria was responsible for the 6th largest GDP growth on earth. So this is a country that you want to visit. And I'm telling you something else. We have the 2nd largest manufacturing base in Africa. Only Egypt has a manufacturing base in Africa larger than us. The difference between us and Egypt is just about $5 billion. And if you look at the rate of our economic growth, in about 5 years, we're going to overtake Egypt. So I encourage you to come. Our Nigerian stock exchange is growing faster than any stock exchange anywhere in the world. 4 years ago, the all-share index of the Nigerian stock exchange was 27 trillion. Now, as I speak to you, it's 122 trillion, meaning that if you had parked $1 million in Nigeria 5 years ago, today your $1 million will be $5 million. So this is a great country, a secure country, a prosperous country, and a stable country. My name is Reno Omokri. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.